Hello, my dear students. Today I have brought question answers of this chapter. The name of the chapter is Summer of a Beautiful White Horse. You will find short phrases, value points, which are going to be the key points for your answers. In the examination, you have to mold it into a paragraph and you're going to write it. It will be helpful for you all in memorizing. That is why I have written in this way. Okay. In the examination, you all are going to write in entire paragraph. Keep in mind. So without wasting time, let's begin with the question answers. First question is, what is the theme of the story? Here, the story shows contrast between old generation and new generation. Values like simplicity and honesty are highly cherished. Okay, these are the two important themes, and there are more. I'm going to discuss all that in long question answers as well. Okay. Here, question number 2. What is the significance of the remark "one day back there in the old good old days"? It refers to the story happened years ago. Few years back, they were very rich and could access to everything they require and desire. But right now they are poverty stricken. Therefore, they had to take help of stealing in order to fulfill their desire. Let's move to the third question. What were the main characteristics of the family of the narrator? They were poverty stricken, they were proud first and honest next, then they bothered about what was right and wrong. None of them thought of taking advantage of others. These were the main traits of Garibaldian family or Garibaldian tribe. Who was Aram? Aram was 9-year-old boy, full of jest and imagination. He was fond of horses, had intense longing to ride. In his innocence, he did not consider stealing of the horse for riding as stealing itself. Morally conscious than Morad. Aram was morally conscious than Morad. Who was Morad? Aram's cousin. More daring than Aram. Stole a horse to ride. Considered himself to be honest. He was older than Aram. He could develop rap with horses and dogs easily. A few thought him to be crazy like Uncle Khosrow. When and why did Morad wake up Aram? One day early in the morning, he woke up Aram. He knew that Aram was also passionate about horses, but poverty stopped them from buying a horse. So, this shows brothers' love, Morad's love towards Aram. If he wished, he could have kept it to himself. He could have kept the secret to himself, but he did not do that. He called Aram as well so that he can enjoy horse riding. Next, why did the narrator think of Morad? What did the narrator think of Morad? For Aram, Morad was not crazy, but jestful boy, daring boy. Morad fulfilled his wish first, and family came later. But whatever he did, that was within the limitations. In the story, we find after enjoying, he returns back the horse. Even though they were before being caught by John Byro, the true owner of the horse, they had decided that they are not going to keep it forever. Next question. Morad had a special liking for animals. Do you agree? How can you say? Morad was fond of horses. He stole horse, kept reputation of the family at stake. He was found nursing a robin. The dogs did not bark when he had gone to keep the horse back to John Byro's house. What made Aram to think that he was perhaps dreaming? Aram and Morad longed for horse riding, but no family members had a horse. They could not buy because of their poverty. Therefore, when Morad came on a horse, it was a dream for him. Therefore, he checked whether he was dreaming or not. Next question. No member of the Garibaldian family could be a thief. Who made this comment and why? This comment was made by Aram. When he saw Morad with horse, this was the comment of Aram. Morad could not buy it because, just like Aram, he was also poor. Morad cannot steal as well because their family reputation is such that nobody can steal, nobody can keep their family reputation at danger. Family tradition forbade stealing, and that is why Morad cannot steal. That was firm belief of Aram. How did Aram justify Morad's act of stealing? Aram thought that stealing a horse for a riding was not the same thing as a stealing something for money. After all, they would return it. So here, Aram is totally wrong because stealing is stealing. Okay, when we take something without permission of the right owner, then it is stealing. But in child psychology, we find because of their passion, they had done the same. Okay, they could not understand what is right and what is wrong. Here comes the role of parents and elders. They must show right way. They must show that this is right because of so and so reason and this is wrong because of so and so reason. Okay. How did the boys enjoy the ride? They enjoyed a lot. Morning air was fresh. Horse began to trot. Aram was elated. He desire, his desire was fulfilled, and Morad started singing. They were extremely happy because they had a horse now. Their wish was fulfilled, and because of the horse, morning was very good. Okay, the air was very good, the morning was very good, all right, and this was a new phase of their life. Next question. Every family has a crazy streak in it somewhere. Why does the narrator say it? The narrator made this comment for cousin Morad because he is crazy streak, just like Khosrow. Khosrow is famous for his craziness, and in the same way, Morad as well. Morad inherits the same from him. Morad inherits craziness from Uncle Khosrow. That is why he says every family has a crazy streak in it somewhere. Next question. What was funny about Uncle Khosrow? Here, Uncle Khosrow was a crazy fellow. He was easily irritated, okay, at simple conversations. He was impatient man. His refrain, it's no harm, pay no attention to it. It is so ridiculous. When his house was on fire and Arik, his son Arik, came and informed him, he was least bothered. He said, pay no attention to it. It is no harm, pay no attention to it. So a crazy person can only show such kind of behavior. Next question. Who was John Byro? Why was he sad? Here, John Byro was an Assyrian farmer. He learned Armenian because he was not able to communicate with Armenian people. He was left alone. That is why, even after being an Assyrian, he learned Armenian. He came to inform that White Horse was stolen and there is no Sarres Hughes without a horse. And he has to cover a distant place. That is why his leg aches. Not only that, he paid $60, a huge amount, for that beautiful white horse. These were the grievances, and he had come to inform to Uncle Khosrow. Did the farmer John Byro recognize his horse?
Why he could not detect the theft? John inspected the horse minutely. He was sure about it being his own horse, but he realized boys belonged to Garuglanian family. Family was well known for their honesty, therefore he could not even doubt that they had stolen his horse, because they knew that nobody would dare to put their family's reputation in danger. Did the boys return the horse because they were conscience stricken or because they were afraid?
First of all, we should keep in mind that they were not afraid at all, but they were conscience stricken. They didn't want to be called as thief. That is why they returned the horse, because they belonged to a reputed family. How did John Byro react on getting back his horse? John Byro was extremely elated. He was extremely happy to see the horse. Not only that, the horse has become stronger. It was better tempered and well mannered now. He thanked God because he did not know who is behind this better result of the horse. Let's look at the message of the story. The story conveys the idea that rigid standards of morality of the adult world do not operate in the innocent world of youngsters. Here, the two worlds are totally different. Adults, their each and every action is justified and they are logical and rational, but not of children. The boys in their make-believe world refuse to view an actual act of stealing as stealing. Okay, they show how one can justify anything with a little ingenuity. Let's move to the next question. Who narrates the story? The narrator is Aram, who is of 7 years old, and he is talking about his childhood nostalgia. It presents world of romance, dream, and adventure. Next question. How was the horse stolen? Why was it returned to its owner? Answer is the two Armenian boys had stolen the horse because they were passionate about riding it. And for that, they made stealing as well. Morad was very clever because he enjoyed horse riding and hid it in a isolated place. And it was the farmer of Fedvagian. It was Fedvagian's garden where all the foods were available for horse. It was not only isolated barn but eatables were available. That is why it was favorable place to keep. Morad since a month was riding and he had become expert rider as well. But Aram was not. But finally, they returned it to right honor because they were concise stricken. Students, second part of the answer is already there in earlier question. You can go through that. Next question. How is Uncle Khosrow a funny character? Uncle Khosrow is enormous man. He has large mustache. He is extremely furious, irritable and impatient man. He is least bothered about others' feelings. He is irresponsible family man, eccentric person. He migrated from his old country, USSR, to Armenia. Therefore, he is totally nostalgic about it. He is irrational man. He did not know how to act on emergency. He used to take all the situation in a plain level. The writer has created many humorous situations. Describe a few of them to show the use of humor in the story. First of all, conversation between Uncle Khosrow and John Byro. Uncle Khosrow and John Byro. Okay, the conversation was very funny. Farmer's complaint was neglected by Uncle Khosrow. He said that his horse is lost and he had paid money and his leg aches, but Khosrow did not have any concern about that. He said, pay no attention to it because there is no harm. Okay. Next point is Khosrow in a barber's shop where Arak runs 8 blocks to inform him that their own house is on fire, but he ignores it blatantly, says that there is no harm, pay no attention to it. Okay, so this shows his ridiculous behavior. Third point is when John Byro inspects the horse tooth for tooth, he recognizes the horse but did not even ask them about the horse's real owner. Here, John Byro had utter doubt that this was stolen horse, but he could not say anything to these two children because they were honesty and sincerity. Next question. Describe the pleasure ride of the two boys on the stolen horse. At first we find Aram and Morad, they yearn for riding. Morad stole the horse and enjoyed alone for a month, almost for a month. It was summer morning, which proved to be exotic because of horse. But Aram could not ride as he was an amateur rider. He was learning to ride. Okay, he did not know techniques of horse riding. Horse disobeyed Aram and he was on the ground for so many times whenever he wished to mount on the horse. Morad balanced reputation and desire. Morad was, of course, he had stolen the horse, but it was there in his mind that he has to return it someday. And this is clear when Aram says that they should keep the horse. No worries about food of the horse. They not only enjoyed horse riding, but they took care of each and everything that was related to the horse, like food, shelter, etc. Last question. Bring out the theme of the story. Here, elaborately, I have written the theme. What is good and what is bad cannot be easily decided. The situation defines an act, and I hope everybody agrees to this, that everybody cannot be wrong and right. It depends upon the situation whether they are right or wrong. It is all because of demand of the situation. Stealing in Stealing is both a sin and a crime. This is universal truth. Okay? But innocent boys are ignorant about the same. They are ignorant because they are children, and when we see the situation from child psychology, then they did not harm anyone. Okay? Honesty of our ancestors should not be ruined. The name and fame that our ancestors have kept till date, we should not ruin it. It is our new generation's responsibility to take it ahead. Right? Should be cautious, should be conscious of the tradition and moral values. Here, it is the message to each and everyone that the tradition and moral values should not be ruined at any cost. Students, by this we have completed all the important question answers from this chapter. I hope this is going to be helpful for you all. We will meet in our next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. All the best for your examination.